This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made.
Good morning and welcome to All Saints-by-the-Sea's digital children's chapel. I'm Reverend Amy, and while I miss being able to be with you all in person, I'm so glad that we can be together in this digital format. If you are able, I ask you to find a candle in your house and have a grown-up who's with you help you light the candle as we get started with Children's Chapel. Each week we light the candle as a reminder that God's light is shining in our world, in the dark places, and there's places where we're afraid, and there's places where we're sad, and there's places where there's joy and happiness and fun and love. God's light is shining everywhere, and this light is a symbol of God's light. So let's go ahead and light our candle with the grown-ups' help. And now it's time to say our prayers. So why don't you center your hands in front of your heart to help us center ourselves for our prayer. And we'll take in 3 deep breaths, in through our nose and out through our mouth. I like to close my eyes when I do it. So if you'd like to do that, you can as well. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. 1, 2, 3. And now repeat after me. God be in my head and in my thinking. God be in my eyes and in my seeing. God be in my ears and in my hearing. God be in my mouth and in my speaking. God be in my heart and in my loving. Amen. And now we're going to hear the story for today. Today we're going to read a story from the Read Aloud Bible Stories, Volume 2. This is one of my favorite Bible story sets for preschool-aged children, so I commend it to you, parents and grandparents and anyone who's watching. They're just perfect for this age group to teach the simple stories and simple truths about God in a captivating way. Today, we're going to read a story called a sad day and a happy day, because you may or you may not know that it is still the season of Easter. And on Easter, we celebrate the sad day and the happy day. So let's read about the sad day and the happy day in this Easter season. What a sad day. Some men didn't like Jesus. They put him on a cross and he died. What a sad day. Jesus' friends wrapped him up. They took him to a place called a tomb. The door of the tomb was a big stone. What a sad day. Jesus' friends went home. They couldn't be with Jesus anymore. They couldn't talk to Jesus anymore. What a sad day. Some ladies said, "We loved Jesus too. Let's go and see the place where they put him." So the ladies went walking and talking on the road. They said, "Who will move the big stone so that we can get in?" But when they got there, the big stone was already rolled away from the doorplace. One of God's angels had moved it. Look at how surprised those women look. Very surprising. The ladies went inside. They looked this way. Jesus wasn't there. They looked that way. Jesus wasn't there. And then they saw an angel. "Don't be afraid," the angel said. "Don't be afraid." "I know you are looking for Jesus. He is not here. He's not dead anymore. Go tell his friends Jesus is alive." Well, the ladies were afraid, but they were happy too. "Run, ladies, run fast. Tell Jesus' friends." Away they went. What a happy day. Away they went, and Jesus met them. "Good morning," he said. The ladies stopped. They looked at Jesus. They touched him. He was alive. What a happy day. "Don't be afraid," he said. "Go and tell my friends that I am alive and that they will see me." What a happy day. The ladies ran. They ran fast. They ran to tell Jesus' friends, "He's alive. We saw him. He is alive." I wonder what your favorite part of the story was. Why don't you tell the person who you're with right now what your favorite part of the story was? Well, I hope I gave you enough time. I'm so excited to talk about Easter. because that's exactly what we celebrate on Easter, that God made Jesus alive again. And Jesus is still with us. Jesus is still with you and still with me. And even when we're in our houses, even when we can't go to work or go to school, it doesn't matter. Jesus can find us anywhere, and Jesus is with us anywhere. And you can talk to him every day, and you can pray to him and tell him what you are happy about and what you're sad about. When you have happy days and sad days, Jesus wants to know. So I hope that makes you happy. Now, because God is so good to us, and because we know that Jesus is with us every single day, why don't we sing a song of thanks to God? We'll have Mr. Robert lead us in singing God is so good.
The story tells us about how good God is. Let's sing about that together. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me.
That was a wonderful story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm Chaplain Allison, and I'm really glad that you're worshiping with us today. I'm here in my backyard with my chickens and my dog Waffles. So we're going to get ready to have our closing prayer. So let's put our hands in prayer position and have 3 deep breaths in and out to help us get settled in prayer position. That's 1. So let's go another deep breath in and out and in and out. Okay. Help me, Lord, to love you more than I've ever loved before. In my work and in my play, God be with me through the day. Amen. And now it's time to change the light. Remember, we light the candle to represent God's light here with us. And when we blow the candle out, it doesn't mean that God's light and God's love go away. It means that it goes everywhere, and it's inside of us also. So let's watch the light as it goes. There it goes. It's moving everywhere. So, thank you for worshiping all of us here today. And now let's sing a song.
The candle reminds us that God's light is always within us, and we can let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine,